Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Cross video. The game is so close now. It launched this week, November the 28th in Japan, and I've been playing the demo pretty much non-stop since it released. It's actually got to the point now where I'm messing around trying to do cool things like knocking monsters out of the sky with hunter arts. However, that is not the point of this video. In this video, I want to put together another one of my 5 things you might not have known videos. I did a few of these back in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and you guys seem to really enjoy them, so I'm doing the same with Monster Hunter Cross. If you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. It genuinely does help me out a lot. It really helps other people see this video, but also be sure to comment down below letting me know how many of these things you already knew or whether they were all completely new to you. Now let's get started. Coming in at number 5, PALICO pom-poms. If you guys have seen any Nyanta gameplay, then you'll know that like hunters, Nyantas also have abilities they can use, but they come at a cost, and the cost is indicated by the number in the small circle by that particular skill. The more you attack and get hit, the more the gauge builds. Once you fill up a block, you're then able to use a move that corresponds to that number. However, when your PALICO teammates do the pom-pom dance, that will actually reduce the cost of all skills by 1. That means that the bombs that cost 2 blocks or 2 energy can then be used with only 1, but more importantly, the Nyanta sword lunge or the sword dash goes down to 0. In other words, it is completely free, so you can spam this to your heart's content. And what's more, this bonus doesn't just apply while the PALICO is dancing with the pom-poms. It sticks around for a while afterwards, all while your body is glowing yellow. So basically, next time you see your PALICO dancing and you're playing as a Nyanta, it's time to get hyper aggressive. Moving on to number 4, Misty Peaks Shortcut. In the demo, the Misty Peaks is the area that you fight Nagakuga. It's a map that was originally introduced in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, but was of course also included in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. If you've been with the Monster Hunter series a while, then you should also know that some maps have hidden shortcuts, a means to jump from one area to another that according to the map seem completely unconnected. Well, in the Misty Peaks, if you head to Area 3 and begin walking across the bridge, instead of walking all the way to the other side and ending up in Area 9, if you look right and you roll off, you'll land all the way over in Area 7. Pretty handy, eh? Next up, number 3, Bushido Bombs. One of the 4 hunting styles in Monster Hunter Cross is Bushido. Depending on the weapon, you'll either have access to an evade or a guard that you can perform at the moment you're about to be hit. Typically with the evade, it also allows you to dodge a potentially harmful attack and get right back in the action. But did you know that it's not only monster attacks that can be used to trigger the evade? Bombs can too. If you plant a bomb and you detonate it yourself, provided you roll the second you detonate it, you'll trigger the Bushido evade. And this will then allow you to follow up with the corresponding move for your particular weapon. And for a weapon like Hammer for example, which gets access to a special charge after a Bushido evade, this is a great way to be in control of the situation and not depend solely on the monster charging at you. You can even do this with small barrel bombs too, but you need to be ultra precise with the timing. As a final bonus note, somewhat related, teammates can also trigger your evade as well, but I'll illustrate that once the full game comes out and I actually have people to play with. Moving on, number 2. Fast Gathering. Gathering is a staple of the Monster Hunter series. Whether it's honey, mushrooms, bugs or ores, you'll need to gather at some point in your hunter's lifetime. And while yes, it's not exactly a difficult thing to do, it can be time consuming. In previous Monster Hunter games you can make it a little bit quicker by crouching, as the animation from gathering to crouching was quicker than the animation from gathering to standing, and therefore if you wanted to speed up the process, that was what you'd do. In Monster Hunter Cross however, you can simply hold A to gather until that particular resource node is depleted. No crouching, standing or anything like that, simply hold down the button and wait until the job is done. This applies to gathering, catching bugs, mining, and of course when the situation presents itself in the full game, gathering ballista ammo too I'd imagine. And then finally coming in at number 1, Aerial Detonation. This is closely tied to the Bushido Bombs at number 3, but this time it's to do with the aerial style. When using the aerial style, you roll towards an enemy and upon colliding with it, you're able to launch yourself in the air and then follow up with an attack. However, this also applies to teammates, small monsters, and yep, you guessed it, bombs. Vaulting off a bomb will also trigger the detonation. And what's really cool, this suddenly makes sleep bombing a whole lot easier and much more stylish. See, if you remember the video I did back in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate about sleep bombing, you'll know that using items on a sleeping monster does 3 times damage. And when using bombs, if you choose to detonate it with your weapon, you need to make sure you don't accidentally hit the monster first before the detonation, otherwise you waste your multiplier. Well now you don't need to worry about that, you can simply jump off the bomb instead, and of course if you do it right, you can then follow up with an attack. Stylish? Hell yeah. And that, my friends, is it. Those are my 5 things you might not have known about Monster Hunter Cross. If you guys did enjoy the video, then don't forget to drop a like and comment down below letting me know which of these you already knew and which you learned from the video. Make sure you keep it locked to the channel because I've got lots of Monster Hunter Cross videos coming your way. There'll be videos every single day running up to launch, and of course once the game is officially out, there will be lots more videos. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.